Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So this month, whatever it is, we are going to Greece. So I feel really stupid. In the last video I said Rome when the clue clearly, I even said the Olympics. I meant Greece. I just had a brain something. I don't know what happened, but I meant Greece. So that's what counts, right? Even though I said the wrong country. Anyway, I feel really stupid because I opened the box. I was like, oh, duh, I said the wrong thing. Anyway, Greece is where we're going. There's a Greek festival in my town every year and I love it. It's amazing. They make these great ouzo cocktails and Greek food and dancing. It is super fun. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I've never been to Greece, but I love Greek food. I don't like olives. That's the one thing that I like. Olive oil, like I cook with olive oil and everything, but actual olives I'm not a huge fan of. So let's just get right into it. The potato chip, it's coming back. So this is an oregano potato chip. And I guess oregano is a really big herb in Greece. And something interesting about the potato in Greece, the history of that. So I need to look it up because the story is crazy and really smart. The ruler that wanted to make potatoes a thing. I'm just going to tell you what happened because it's super interesting. And I think you'll find it interesting too. So basically, the prime minister in 1829, Capodistrias, I'm saying that wrong, he dreamt of making Greece a potato hub and hoping it would boost the country's economy. He was so invested in putting down the potatoes' roots in Greece, pun intended, that he gave them away for free. Still, the public didn't see the appeal, so he hatched a new plan. He hired armed guards to protect the next potato shipment. Lo and behold, that got the Greeks interested. Local farmers, convinced that the potatoes were valuable, started stealing them, and before long, the potatoes spread countrywide. That is pretty ingenious. And that now the potato is the thing. So that was super smart. He made them think it was valuable, and so they wanted it, and now it's a thing. So, ooh, these smell like oregano. They're very thin potato chips. I love that. Very crispy. Those are so good. They're salty. They have that oregano on them. Yes. All this needs is like tomato sauce to dip it in and be like a pizza. I wouldn't do that because that sounds kind of gross, but you could if you were super into pizza. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to try next? There's a lot of sweet things in this box, so I'm going to do what I did last time and keep the sweet things for last. So we'll try this one next. This is a breadstick, a mini breadstick with basil pesto flavor. That sounds delicious. I like bread. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. They're these tiny little breadsticks and they've got a ton of seasoning on them. Wow. You can really taste the basil. It tastes really fresh. That's super good. It tastes like pesto. The bread, it's crunchy and bready. Like a cracker, but a little thicker, obviously. That is super good and really fresh. Like the pesto flavor is just right there. That is really good. Do you know something that's interesting about ancient Greece? So there was no Greek word for the color blue. And so like when you read ancient Greek texts, it won't reference the word blue. And the sky and the sea were thought of as variations of green and red. There is what was it? What book is it? It's a very famous book. I should remember what it is. Oh, the Odyssey. Oh, the Odyssey doesn't reference the color blue. I haven't read it, so I wouldn't know. But it described the ocean as dark, as wine dark. So that's really interesting. Greek scientists discovered that humans only able to distinguish colors when we have words for them. So that's really odd that they didn't know that the sky and ocean were blue, because they didn't have a word for that. So they named them something else, another color. I just found that really fascinating. Okay, so next thing, this looks suspiciously like a Kit Kat to me, and I'm really excited because I like Kit Kat. It is wafers and chocolate, and the blue thing. So obviously now, if you look at the Greek flag, which if you don't know what the Greek flag looks like, it looks like that. And yeah, it's blue and white. So obviously they figured out their blue situation because their flag is blue. Okay, this looks really good. Okay, this is a little bit, it feels softer than a Kit Kat. I don't know. It's yum. Okay, so the wafers, this is a bummer. I don't think it's going to focus. Maybe it will. Maybe. No, it's not going to. That's a bummer. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Okay, no, it's not going to. I'm sorry. I just wasted your time. This is really good. It tastes like chocolate and wafers, but I don't know what about it is so good. The cream in the center in between the wafers is really smooth. Oh, that is really good. The chocolate, you can tell it's really high quality chocolate. That is really good. Like, way better than a Kit Kat. It's a Kit Kat, but like on another level. Yes. Yes. Okay, keep going. So this next thing I am not sure about. This is a soft cookie. And it is a grape must cookie. So you don't like, musty does not sound like something I want to use as a word to describe food that is yummy. If you don't know what must is, it is basically a byproduct of making wine. So it's grapes, grape seeds, grape skins, grape stems, basically all the things that make up a grape. That's the must, and it's essential in winemaking. And basically when the must is ready, the juice is extracted from it, and then you ferment it longer, I'm assuming, for wine. But this cookie, they basically don't make wine out of that must when they're making these cookies. They use it for the cookies. So we will try it. I do not know. I don't really like wine. So I'm not sure, but oh man, this package is unfortunately hard to open, and I'm breaking the cookie. I broke it, I'm sorry. So it was a circle, like a donut, and now I just have half of it, so I'm sorry, but. Oh, it smells like gingerbread. That's interesting. It smells like gingerbread. It's really dry. Like really, really dry. It's very cakey. And it tastes just like gingerbread. If you gave this to me, and you're like, this is a gingerbread cookie, I'd believe you. I do not taste grape. And it doesn't taste musty. It smells like grape, but it doesn't taste like it. I don't know. This is, I don't know. My mind cannot comprehend. It just tastes just like a gingerbread cookie. It's delicious and the texture is nice, but it is a little bit dry. It's kind of crumbly too. Okay, next thing. Okay, so we've got, obviously, if you go to Greece, you have to have baklava. It's a thing there, like weddings, birthdays, homecoming parties, housewarming parties, happy having a baby, all of that stuff. You have baklava. And there's a lot of different variations. And this one is called Saragli. I don't know. I'm pronouncing it wrong. But it's basically the phyllo dough is rolled and it has the syrup and the nuts. The syrup obviously is all up in there, and then the nuts are on the inside of the roll. So we're gonna open this guy up. I'm so glad there's not olives in this box. I don't know if you remember, but there was a box. I think it was, I don't remember if it was Spain or Italy, but they had olives in there, and I tried them for you. Oh my gosh, this is so syrupy. Look, I just have like tons of syrup on my thumb. Yum. So anyway, there was olives in there and I tried them for you and I don't like olives. This is just, I can't put this down because it is all syrupy, but I'm going to try. Oh, these look weird. Look at that. It's all wrinkly. So yeah, my hands are going to be super sticky because this entire container is just full of syrup. Like the outside is covered. So this is it. Ooh, it smells good. That smells so delicious. I'm not really a huge fan of baklava, but I think it's because I haven't eaten good baklava. There's a restaurant in our town that has good baklava. That's pretty good. The phyllo dough isn't crispy, and I like that the outside of baklava is crispy, but that is really good. Like the nuts are minced enough. It tastes like Christmas. There's cinnamon or something in there. It tastes so good. Oh, that's really good. Sorry. I'm all syrupy. And if I touch anything else, I'm going to get it all syrupy. So bear with me here. Anyhow, I really like that. That's super good. The nuts are minced enough that it doesn't have a lot of that texture of nuttiness, which I prefer to have it minced more. The sweetness from the syrup, the phyllo dough I wish was a little bit crispier, but I understand like it's in a package with syrup, so it's gotten soggy, but it's so good. It's like really, really good. I'm going to show you this again. Buy that. That is good. Oh. Okay, so we're going to open up this Yums bag with these little treats. There's one more thing, but it looks super good, so I'm saving it for last. Okay, so ouzo is a alcohol that is Greek, and they use it was not originally, but now anise seed is used, and that is the licorice flavor that you get. And there's this candy that is basically ouzo hard candy. And I didn't think that I would like ouzo, but I had it in a cocktail at the Greek festival in my town a couple years ago. And I love it. It is so good. I really like it. It's one of those alcohols that it doesn't feel It doesn't burn like a lot of alcohol does. And I don't mind the taste of licorice. So, I'm not going to suck on that whole thing because it would take me forever to get through it, and I don't want to waste your time. But yeah, so that's super good. That just tastes like licorice to me. It does taste like ouzo though. There is definitely a distinction between licorice, like the candy, the black licorice that you would eat, and ouzo. I'm not sure. I would have to have them back to back to tell you exactly what the distinction is, but I know there is one because I've had them before, both of them, and they taste different. So just know that it's different. So this other thing we're gonna have, this is a pomegranate flavored, chewy, it feels jelly. Yeah, jelly candy. And there's a story about pomegranate. So the ancient Greeks used to think that pomegranate was unlucky, evil and unlucky. And the reason is because there's the Greek story of the gods. Let me remember. Hades basically kidnapped, let me remember her name. Let me look up her name. More like Persephone. Persephone? I think that's how you pronounce it. He kidnapped Persephone, which is Zeus and Demeter's daughter, and brought her down to the underworld, and she is the goddess of vegetation, and Demeter is the goddess of harvest. So when her daughter was taken, Demeter went into she became a recluse, and so there were no crops. So the Greeks were starving basically, and Zeus commanded Hades to let Persephone go, but which he agreed to, but before he did, he fed Persephone pomegranate, which you'd think like that's a nice thing, but it's not, because apparently food in the underworld is forbidden. And so because he fed that to her, it meant that she had to return to the underworld every year for a part of the year. And that is where they got their seasons from. So basically summer is when Persephone comes back from the underworld, and winter is when she is in the underworld. So yeah, take that for what you will. But now, modern times, pomegranate is actually considered good luck, and it's a gift at weddings and different things, different special events. So, ooh, this is yummy. This is like sugar-coated jelly. We've had things like this before. It smells really delicious. Oh, that smells good. It's a soft jelly. Not sugar on the outside's really nice. Yum! That was so good. I'm a huge fan of that. Wow, that's so good. It's very sweet, but that fruit flavor is really refreshing. And then the sugar on the outside gives it a fun texture. I like that a lot. Okay, next thing. I'm sorry these videos are always so long. I talk too much. Unless you like that. If you like that, then awesome. Okay, so this one is called a triplo. And basically what it looks like is chocolate-covered hazelnuts and wafer. Yum! So I guess in ancient Greece, hazelnuts could cure all kinds of things. They were really healthy. So that's kind of cool. I don't think they actually do or are, but one can dream. So this is hazelnuts. It looks like there's a hazelnut here, and then the wafer is on the bottom. Wow. That is so good. Yum. The chocolate is super smooth. The hazelnuts are crunchy. And so is that like crispy wafer layer. That is so good. Really smooth and creamy. I love that hazelnut crunch and flavor. Wow, that is like one of the best candy bars I've ever had in my whole life. That will like, what's the word? Give Snickers a run for its money. That is really good. So that was Greece, basically. Yeah, so I think there was one other detail in Greece a long time ago, like during the Spartan era, the soldiers started their training at 7, and they didn't stop really until they were 60. So it was a career thing. They did it for a long time. So, you know, in 300, the movie 300 with Gerard Butler, he's like 36 in that movie. And the actual person that he was portraying, who I forget who that was, he was like 60 at the time. So this is going too long, but there's so many interesting things about Greece. So Aristotle was super good at everything. The ancient like statues that you see all over, they used to be covered in colored paint, and they used to be really colorful, and all the paint wore off, and that's why they're white now, but they didn't used to be white. So there's that. There's another thing. In 2018, the number of Greek citizens were 11 million, and the number of tourists to the country in that same year was 33 million. So basically 3 times as many people that live in Greece, visited Greece. So it's a top tourist destination. I definitely want to go. My friend just got back from Greece, and she said it was the most amazing trip, and she cannot wait to go back. So if that's worth anything, I don't know. So let's look at the clue for next week. I'm already going way over time. I just keep seeing the clock ticking up and up and up. Okay, where are we going next? Where we're headed next, the symphonies give chills. You can hear them in the opera house, the castles, and the hills. But when you taste the yums, the music will be eclipsed by world-famous chocolates and punchy red chips. What? Okay, so world-famous chocolates, that makes me think of Belgium, which we already did a Belgium box, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't do it again. World-famous chocolates, maybe Switzerland, Swiss chocolate. I feel like we had a Switzerland box too. I don't know. I know that chocolate, like the cacao bean, grows in a lot of different regions. So it's possible that it could be somewhere else, like in South America, maybe. Punchy red chips and symphonies, opera house and castles. I'm gonna say Switzerland. I'm probably wrong. Let me know in the comments below where you think it is. And if you wouldn't mind, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe, because that tells the analytics of YouTube that you like my channel, and it will also help you get more content that you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.